What's up everyone, Mike here, Rusty Garage and Homestead. Welcome back to the channel. Well, today is a cool, dreary, rainy, misty, overcast kind of day. So I think we're gonna work in the shop. I have another upgrade for Tiny that we're gonna be installing today. So let me show you what it is. All right, so eventually, once I get enough money put back, saved up, Tiny is gonna get a grapple on the front of it, mainly to help move around logs, trees, brush, different things like that. And if you run a grapple on your machine, on your tractor, you're really gonna want what's in this box for your machine. I've been looking at these for a while just because I know I'm going to be getting a grapple at some point. So I was really happy to get a hold of this one. This one was sent to us from ITC Quick Attach, and let me show you what it is. Okay, another thank you card from ITC Quick Attach. All right, well, we've got some hardware here. Let's get it cut away from the bubble wrap. And it has a couple bolts, nylon locking nuts, a Allen wrench, and a drill bit. So really cool that they include the drill bit with it. This is what we got. Now this is something, like I said, if you're going to be running a grapple on your machine, you really need to look at investing into one of these. This is a brush guard for the front of the 15 series TYM Branson tractors. This little device right here is going to save you a lot of money if you're messing a lot with brush or anything like that, because it is super simple to run a piece of wood up through your grill, up into your radiator, and that little job just got really expensive for you. So having something like this, preventing just one time from running a branch through your radiator or your grill and tearing all that stuff up, this will pay for itself easily, just preventing that one time. So to me, you need some sort of brush guard of some sort to help keep that from happening if you're using a grapple, or even if you're just using your tractor bucket and you're pushing brush and pushing limbs up in the brush piles, you'll still get branches to come back towards your grill and your radiator. So you really need something like this just to help protect your investment, because that's essentially what it is. Your tractor's an investment. It's a tool that you use on your property, on your farm, homestead, wherever, and you want to take care of it. So having something like this is a no-brainer. Okay, this looks good. It is thick material. It's all CNC cut out. You got the honeycombs up here, the slots down here. On the back side, you've got right here, this will bolt in the factory location. Whenever we get over to Tiny, we will, I'll let you know what size of wrench that is. Up here, that's why the drill bit was included, those two bolts and nylon locking nut that they included. We're gonna drill holes in the front guard, and this is where those bolts are gonna go to attach this to it. The nylon locking nuts, those are a 7/16. Allen wrenches included, so you are going to need a drill for the drill bit, but let's get this thing over to the other shop and get this installed on Tiny. Now I do have the loader controls locked, and on the other side I've got a piece of angle iron zip tied up to the polish rod, so we don't have to worry about the loader coming down on us. Okay, here's the front of the machine. I'm going to wipe all the dirt and everything off of this, but there's a nut here and a nut here. These are 15/16. We're going to take this nut off both sides, push the bolt through just where it's flush with the inside, and we'll stick that brush guard in there and shove the bolt back through each side and get the nut back on it. Okay, like I said, this is a 15/16 wrench. Just, you can use a ratchet, impact, whatever you want. I don't mind using wrenches, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's get this brush guard put in here. So, like I showed y'all, these bent over brackets down here at the bottom, both sides, here and over there, that's what's going to come right up in here. Get it lined up just right. Okay, that one's in. Okay, that's in. Now we're just going to put the washers and the locking nuts back on these and tighten them up. Okay, so you don't want to make sure that you don't tighten these up too much because you still have to be able to move your grill. Okay, so that is in. We need to push this up here and get our holes marked and drilled and get those bolted in. Then we'll be done. Okay, so what I'm using to mark this is what's called a transfer pump. If you don't know what that is, it's like a center punch, but it has a precise size on the shaft itself, so you can line it up into holes and get a perfectly centered center punch mark. Get that there, line it up. Now we have a centered center punch mark in the middle of our hole. Let's see if you can see the center punch mark in that hole. I've got the drill bit that ITC supplied. It is a 1/4 inch drill bit. So I'm going to move this guard just out of the way a little so I can see my center punch mark. And I've never showed this on the channel before, but this is by far the best drill lube that I've ever found. I bought this myself. I'm pretty sure I found it on Amazon. I've had it a long time. It's lasted a while, but this is called Bow Lube. If I can find it, I'll leave a link to it down in the description, but by far leaps and bounds above anything else that I've used for drilling. Now this is advertised for drill bits, taps, reamers, bending, forming, cold working, deburring, saw blades, punching, broaching, honing, and grinding. Amazing stuff. This stuff will make your cheap drill bits do things that they shouldn't do. And it just takes a little bit. This is some thick steel to drill through. Okay, there. This plate, I don't know how thick it is, but I mean, here's the 1/4 inch drill bit. You can see it is definitely wider than the drill bit is. So I'd say that's probably 3/8 thick. So let's put some more bow lube on, go to the other side. You guys can see the center punch mark from that transfer punch. You can see how thick this is. That's every bit of 3/8 thick. And we just drilled it with a 1/4 inch drill bit in a minute and a half or so. The drill bit still looks good, no issue there. So, again, another drop. It don't take much. It even says on the bottle to use it sparingly. Okay, another hole, drill bit's fine. That's that good old bow lube. Again, that's what it is. Somebody at the Boeing company is actually the one who manufactured this and came up with it, but amazing stuff. Okay, so now we're ready. We'll put a little anti-seize on the bolts here, and let's get this thing put in and we'll be done. Okay, push this back up in here and start it. Okay, I'm gonna start the other side. It's pushed up tight. Pan-headed bolts in and the locking nut. So I'm just going to take my 7/16 wrench and let me see, does this say what size it is? This is a 5/32 Allen. So if you got a socket or a T-handle, whatever you want to use. I'm just using what's included just because I'm sure a lot of people will. Okay, that one's tight. Tighten the other one. Okay, that is tight. That looks a whole lot better, and I feel a whole lot more protected now that that is on there to keep any sticks or anything else going through my grill into my radiator. Okay, so I am interested about the headlights, because this looks like it's going to block part of the headlight. Yeah, light's going to go through here just fine. And if it does block a bunch, that's not a huge deal breaker, because I'm going to end up adding some accessory lighting to this machine anyways, so it'll be fine. No, I can actually see just fine. So what I'm referencing is here is the overhead door to the shop, and I am still able to see, I believe that's a high beam. Let me set you all up here. I'll put it on the low beam. Okay, here's the low beam and the high beam. So still, we're able to see just fine. All right, everyone, this thing's installed, and now that I'm looking, this paint is real close to matching the TYM color as is, so that's pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. But the install, super simple, handful of tools. It literally did not take 10-15 minutes to install this thing. It took me a little bit longer because I was gathering tools and moving cameras and stuff like that, but literally simple install, and it's a product that I feel is going to save you money in the long run. Like I said, if you're pushing any brush with pallet forks, your bucket, your grapple, or anything like that, sooner or later you're going to get a stick that shoves back up into your grill, scratch your paint, break a headlight out, run it through your radiator, your transmission cooler, whatever. But those things that you break inside here add up to a lot of money really fast. So if you can prevent any of that, even just once, by having something like this, then you're money ahead by far. Because if it wasn't for this being here, this whole area you guys seen was open. That allows a lot of room for things to get pushed in here. They also do sell side shields for this, or side guards, I guess is what you'd call them. They're on their website. I will leave a link to their website down below. So if you're interested in this product or just things on their website, I'll just leave a link to this product and a link to their website down in the description box. But overall, I'm extremely happy with it. Everything still functions as it should. That comes down, you can get to your hood, but all this is exposed without this, because all you have are these two sidebars and these two pieces of pipe, which really are not going to stop anything. So extremely happy that Jake at ITC sent this to me, because I was in the market for one anyways, because hopefully this spring here in a few months we can get a hold of a grapple, because I really want to see how this third function works, this WR long third function on Tiny. And I just want to use a grapple around the farm, moving stuff around, because I think it's going to make life a whole lot easier. But everyone, if you enjoyed the video, give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about having a brush guard on your machine. Do you think you need it? Do you think it's money well spent if you did have one? Or you're not even concerned with it? Leave a comment down below. Let us know. But everyone, if you enjoyed the video, give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.